All right, Shalom. I want to start out by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Double honors to the elders and apostles that rule well at Great Millstone, and salutations to the Akims on the four corners, pushing this word in truth and sincerity. All right, I'm going to get right into this little breakdown of Matthew 24. Matthew 24 and 1, it says, And Yahushua went out and departed from the temple, and his disciples came to him for to shew him the buildings of the temple. All right. Verse 2. It says, And Yahushua said unto them, See ye not all these things? Verily I say unto you, there shall not be left here one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down. That could be kingdoms or this kingdom, Babylon, America. Everything gonna be wiped out when the missiles come over here. Everything is gonna be totally destroyed, obliterated. 200 million ICBM missiles gonna get fired on this bitch, man. All right, so it's no time to play around with this. All right, verse 3. It says, And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world? Now, they came to him privately, like, show us or tell us what is going to be. I mean, what do we have to look for of the signs to show us when all these things are going to take place? Okay. And Yahushua, this is verse 4. And Yahushua answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you. Now, when you pay close attention to this, you see reincarnation right here. Okay, why is he telling them, and this is over 2,000 years ago, why would he tell them to take heed that they're not going to be deceived by no man? Because he knew that the same spirits would be back here and they would see all these things when they're taking place. That's why the prophet's asking them, okay, so what are we going to see to let us know when this place is going to be destroyed? So that's reincarnation right there. I mean, he wouldn't be telling them about things to come and telling them don't be deceived by no one if they're not going to actually be there to see it. I mean, that wouldn't make no sense. All right. Verse 5, it says, For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Hamashiach, and shall deceive many. Now, right here, you can go to pastors and churches. Okay? Pastors and churches right here, because it says, For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Hamashiach, or Christ, and shall deceive many. Now, when you look at Christ, you think of Christians, because many gonna say that I'm coming and I'm a Christian, you know, and pastors say that they're Christians, and they deceive many by doing that. Okay, and a precept to that, I'm gonna go to Matthew chapter 7 and verse 13 and 14. All right. This is Matthew 7 and 13. It says, Enter ye in at the straight gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be which go in thereat. So, you got to watch out for these people, these pastors, that's leading you through these wide, broad gates. Because you think about it, the gates of Christianity and church Very broad. You have all these religions, all these denominations, and in each congregation, you got a whole lot of fucking people in it. Okay, so that's a broad, wide gate, and that leads us to destruction. So all these people going to these churches, all they all being deceived. Okay, verse 14. It says, because straight is the gate and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life, and few there be that find it. So it's going to be only the 144,000 and the 1/3. That's a small number. So all these people going to church, all that shit is vanity. They going to church and doing all that shit for nothing. Okay? Let me go back to Matthew 24. All right, I think I left off there. All right, so we see on verse 5, it says, for many shall come, and that's the Christians. And what they saying, I'm Christian, okay, which means to be Christ-like. If somebody say they're a Christian, that means they're Christ-like. But we know that they're deceiving people, because if you Christ-like, that means you would be preaching the law, okay? You would be preaching no edge ups, don't eat pork. You'll be preaching the laws to people, okay? But these people are deceiving, so that lets you know who it's talking about, okay? Even false Israelite camps, all right? Verse 6. It says, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. That's one of the top things on the news now, okay? You got Russia, China talking about they ready to bomb America, you know. A year or two back, it was Palestine and Israel, you know, Syria. You just got wars and rumors of wars all over. So these are things that he was telling the prophets way back then to look for, because when you see all these things, know that the end is very near. So we're in these last seconds, man. All right. And it says, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. So we're going to see a lot of shit take flight before we get up out of here. Okay, but he's going to speed up the time for the elect's sake. Okay, verse 7. It says, for nation shall rise against nation. Race riots. Right there, man. And we know Milwaukee, Baton Rouge, Dallas. This Donald Trump shit. Man, this shit turning up. You know what I'm saying? And it's black versus white. And that's exactly what the agenda is. We know that Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is behind it. Now, when you look at the George Soros guy, one thing that makes it real slick is that the Black Lives Matter movement, if somebody gets shot in Baton Rouge, it has Black Lives Matter in California, you know what I'm saying, Oklahoma, all over. So everybody's going to march together, and that's going to have racial tension rising around the whole country, you know. So by him doing that and everybody marching together, that's just going to stir up a whole lot of shit to where the race war is going to be all over at once, okay. It says and kingdom against kingdom, and that's Russia, China, you know, just United Nations. Everybody gonna turn on America, bruh. All right, and that's kingdoms, which is beautiful. I can't wait for this shit to happen. It says, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. They got earthquakes all over now. Okay, famine. There's gonna be no food, no water. Disease warfare, Zika, Ebola, all that shit gonna come back, man. Measles, all this shit in the making right now. So it's really no time to be bullshitting in this truth, man. We just got to keep pushing, having faith in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, and just doing the works. All right. Go to verse 8. It says, all these are the beginning of sorrows. So you're gonna see a lot of death, a lot of pain. There's going to be a lot of suffering. You know what I'm saying? But the Most High, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, he going to have his elect men. Okay? Do 2 more verses. Okay, it says, then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted. So it's gonna be some brothers that might have to go to that FEMA camp. You know, it might be brothers in their homes take the chip while your family die. That's affliction, and shall kill you. Like some of us gonna have to be put to death, but that's an honorable death. Okay, that makes us a martyr to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. And ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. So that scratches IUIC out right there. For my name's sake. All right. We know who used the name Yahweh Bashem Yahushua faithfully. Okay. Everybody else want to use Jesus and Christ. No different from a damn church pastor. All right. Verse 10. And then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another. That's all you see going on right now. Betrayal. Fucking sellouts. And betray one another. All right? It's just betrayal all over this bitch, man. All right? That's part 1. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Double honors to the elders and salutation to the Akins on the 4 corners. Hope this was edifying to you, brothers. Shalom.